Alright, so I decided I'm going to start on the passenger side to wire up the ambient lighting. What I've done here, taking out the glove box, the air vent, the trim panel down here. You don't really have to, but it just kind of helps give you some eye view of it. And what I've done here, I pulled back this carpeting, which was a little tough to get out of the way because it's wedged behind this dash panel frame. What I was able to do is find where that opening is, which is right there in the corner. I don't think you can see that hole there. Right there on the right side. I was able to fish out the connector that's over here. So it goes right through here, down here. So this is the connector that goes to your doors. The fun part is going to be trying to do is to fish it through back again when I get finished with it. Now I do have extra wiring harnesses or little connectors, you could say, that probably will fit in here. I'm going to test it out and find out. So here's the connectors that I got. They're female type. I don't think the camera will pick it up too well. I just got a couple of them laying around. Couple, I mean a whole bunch. I have an old ABS module that I just took the connector out of. These tools are lovely to have. These little, there's a name for it, but will depend the connectors. So you wedge one of these tabs, whatever will fit into it. They got like a little cut or angle onto them. Don't think camera will pick it up too well. And you're able to pull off some of these little tabs here. Some of them I broke off, as you can see. Most of them I was able to survive, which I don't care about this connector. All I'm wanting is a wiring harness. So what I gotta do now on the actual door connector, there's gonna be a cover, not like this, but that little white one. You want to pull that off, and you want to find out which connector goes to what. This is the right hand side. So B2 is going to be for the power. Since I'm not using factory wiring, I got my own. I labeled what wires is going to go where. So green and purple is going to be for the power, and this brown is going to be for the LIN bus. Therefore I know what wires go where, because I don't have the same color wires what the schematic shows. So power is going to go to B2, and LIN's going to go to B1. Now I don't think the camera's going to pick it up too well, but connector B is going to be this gray one here. Connector A is this black one here. You do not need to do anything with this black one. So you can move that out of the way and grab this one here, the gray connector. Now to find out which one's connector A and B, just simply plug it back into this harness here. And what I like what they did here, they got this labeled up. Camera probably won't be able to pick it up too well. But you can see B10 and B13, B7, and B1 and B2 as this corner one here, brown, and I guess it looks like a pinkish one through the camera, and this mint green color. So those two are going to be for the ambient lighting. So what I need to do, like I said here earlier, pop this white connector piece off. If I had nails, I could do it probably better. This comes off. I was able to do that just by 2 fingers. Set that off to the side. Find pin 1 and pin 2, which will be both on this side here. So you see number 1 there and number 2 there. You want to go ahead and add those connectors into there. To add the connector, just simply, it's kind of keyed. You can see like a little cut on the top left corner. So this will only go in there one way, and you want to push it in all the way till you hear a click sound. Once you get it pushed in all the way, kind of give it a tug, make sure it ain't going to come back out. Mine, I heard a click on it and it ain't coming off. You want to do the same thing with this other wire that you have. And you want to put that one to B1, or whichever one you do, either 1 or 2. Now me, what I like to do, this is kind of like a greenish color, kind of help me out. And B2 is like a greenish color, so that will help me out figuring out, okay, green wire is this, and the brown wire is going to go for this brown one here. I try to match up the wiring as best I can, therefore I know what wires go where and don't throw myself off. After you got both your pins into place, you can go ahead and put on that white cover piece that you took off of here. Now somebody's going to ask me, how are you going to run the wires along the dash or whatever? I'm going to add some extra wirings and poke it through here. There's an opening through here. Just do it that way and just try to run it with the harness wherever that leads to. Probably underneath it looks like, but as I do more stuff to it, I'll figure out how I'm going to run it. So one of them is going to be power, and since I've already added a power wire, all I can just do is make it easy on myself. Just tap it into this ambient light that's over here, and all I gotta do is run one wire from passenger side all the way to the driver's side to the body control module for the LIN bus for the doors. Alright, so here's what I've gotten so far. Added another wire to it. I poked a hole through this electrical tape, and I'm pulling the wire through there. Same thing that I'm going to do with this one here. And this one here is going to be the power one, so all I need to do, power CBX07 I believe it is, just going to find out where my ambient light is and just tap into that one that's for the power. Then all I got to do, like I said, is run this across at least maybe halfway or so to where the fuse box is. I got a wire that I'll tap into the fuse box, then I can just splice onto here for the LIN bus. So that's all I'm gonna show for right now. Let you guys get the idea on what I had to go through to add the ambient lighting. I think the doors are more challenging than this floorboard and the console that I did. All of these was easy. Now the doors are kind of a challenge. I don't know if you've seen in my other videos, I've already added the ambient light assembly. Don't think you'll be able to see it. Let's see if I can turn my camera the other way. There you go. That little line on this right side, that's a little LED. Then I would have to replace this part here with the cutout on it, but there's an LED here, but there's no cutout for it to shine through. So right now, if I get this all wired up, the only thing that's going to shine is just this storage area. Now in the future, if I can find one at a junkyard, or if anybody else knows where I can get one of these for a really good price, because dealerships wanting over $100 and I think it was $50 for this piece here, this whole piece here. And there's really no need to replace the whole door panel when you can just replace this part here on there. But I'm not really wanting to spend $150 for this piece here, or I could just take a Dremel tool and just make a Sharpie line on where the light's going to shine through, and just take a little Dremel and cut through that little line there for it to shine through. I could either do that way or replace it. I unfortunately don't have a Dremel though, so I'll have to invest in one of those probably if I do it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video now, but you guys get the idea on what I'm going through to add the ambient lighting on the door panels. Basically it's the same way for the back rear door and all the other ones. So thanks for watching.